reality show star and comedian Aderombi Adedayo, better known as DeeOne, has revealed how singer Olu Maintain gave Nigeria a bad name. DeeOne made the claim during a recent interview, speaking about the negative effects of fraudsters' activity on Nigeria. The comedian accused Olu Maintain of being part of the people responsible for what Nigerians, I beg your pardon, are suffering. He noted that Yahoo became an accepted profession in Nigeria after Olu Maintain's hit song Yahoo Zay. He said, and I quote, "Do you know that Olu Maintain, great artist, I love his work, but do you know that Olu Maintain is amongst the people that put this country in a bad light, gave us a bad name?" He continues by saying, many years ago in Nigeria, Yahoo 419, alias 419, was something that everybody that was involved in was ashamed of. They could not come out to say, I am a 419er. You go, they tell person, say, this guy, be like saying a 419. No. It was a shameful thing, even though they were making a lot of money. And then Olu Maintain came out with that hit song, Yahooze. The whole country started celebrating to the extent that that thing had a dance. We did not understand the effect. Young boys then babies at that time were inspired, listening to the song, enjoying the vibe. So Yahoo now became an accepted profession in Nigeria. And you know that Nigeria has the largest population of black people. Now, it has spread all over the globe. He continues by saying, if we are complaining about this country now, Olu Maintain will talk and say, oh, it's the government, but he contributed to one of the sufferings that we are facing today. Today, now, if you travel out of Nigeria, they will look at you and say, oh, these people that are into fraud, the stereotype. He stops that quote there. I would like to get your point of view to this. Is DeeOne actually making... okay, he pointed out a number of things, yes, but do you think Olu Maintain has a lot in the spread of the Yahoo thing in Nigeria?
I mean, you can't take for granted the influence of pop culture. No, you can't take it for granted. Now, I wouldn't say he is fully responsible to the extent that DeeOne stated, but everything has a role to play. I remember, because I'm someone that I have a deep love for cars. Okay. And I remember watching the music video growing up, and I saw those cars, and I was like, my eyes were just in my head like shining. I'm like, wow. Growing up, I didn't really understand what it meant, the lyrics of the song. I just know I was watching the music. Sometimes I could just mute the entire music video just to watch the cars and how it was just deeply enthralling for me. So yeah, you can't underestimate the influence of pop culture. Now, is he as responsible as DeeOne is stating? Perhaps not. Maybe 50% of the claim DeeOne is making is correct. The other 50% seems a bit exaggerated. Seems a bit exaggerated. Yeah.
Seems a bit exaggerated. Oh, okay. So he's not as responsible as DeeOne is making it to appear. Now, let's drag it down to the lyrics of the songs people put out these days. Do they really sit to consider the effect it will have on the greater populace?
Honestly, I doubt. That's why a lot of times I don't really listen to a lot of artists check my playlist, is mostly people as far back as, you know, the 80s and the 60s. That's more my kind of music. Because that was a time when lyrics were criticized. Your lyrics were critiqued. Now it's all mumbo jumbo, no, show the nigga, pop pills, do drugs, smoke, can I this, can I that, her body this.
Yeah.
The lyric, there's no substance to a lot of lyrics we have today. So if people genuinely put effort, a lot of artists genuinely put effort into their lyrics and they come up with what they come up with, then I don't have words for you, man. If that is you putting effort into your lyrics and understanding that, okay, you are passing a message. That's what I said when I first started answering. I was like, you can't take for granted the influence of pop culture.
Yeah.
When everybody was shouting, I'm a Malian, I remember back in secondary school, I thought Malians was like a cult group. Yeah, I wrote it. We had an assignment with these cult groups, and I wrote Malian movement because it was this. It just took over. You know, all the young guys were, none of them were wearing belts.
Yeah.
They were sagging. I think that's what even started the whole trend of shoeless as a belt, and you still sag despite it. So
I actually did that in secondary school without being a Malian. Then the Malian movement has not started because I remember I finished secondary school around 2012, 2013.
Okay, but for me, it was like around that time it became more popularized, a thing. Am I Malian, this, Malian, that. So I thought it was like, so that's how much of a movement you can have in pop culture. That's how much of an influence you can have in pop culture. So if you sit down to look at your lyrics and the things you're putting out there, you understand that, okay, I have a level of influence and I owe it to these people that I am able to influence to try to spread, you know, something positive.
Yeah.
I must say, you do what works for you, you know. People don't really care about messaging. Everybody just wants to dance to vibes and all that. That's not my taste in music. You know, maybe if I want to drive or something, then I can play a song that I don't really care about lyrics like that. You know, I just want to just be hyper when you're, you know, doing one or two things. Like, personally, this Remas or Zeba, I only play that song if like I'm driving or I'm working. Not working on like just cleaning up around the house because it's just one of these hype generation type things. So I understand there are contexts where those songs like they come out and they are good and all that, but continuous listening, continuous everyday listening and on the go listening, it's not for me.
Now with the kind of content we have now and with the kind of artists we are having now, in the next 5 to 10 years, where do you see our entertainment industry when it comes to lyrically? Yeah, the artists we have now, they don't seem so lyrically inclined. So in give or take 5, 10 years, where do you see our music industry?
I hope everything has a comeback. Everything is able to, artistically speaking, everything is able to make a comeback. You know, we went from baggy jeans and, you know, overflowing clothes of the 19th century, and then we moved to the early parts of the 20th century. We moved to
street coats,
tight fitting pants and all that. But now we're back to the culture is now going baggy again and all that. And I feel at some point music will do the same because now a lot of artists are starting to understand that you can't just mumble your way and people are gonna, who are you? What are you saying? Do your lyrics have meaning? You know, so I feel it's over the course of time, as with other things, good music, good lyrics will start to make a comeback. But if things continue with the trajectory they are currently going, get to a point that you won't even hear what the artist is saying, it's just the beats. Most people, the truth is today, a lot of people don't really care about
what you're saying.
It's because if you ask them, they can't hear it. He's talking like this, talking like that. Okay, can you, like, what's the message trying to pass? A lot of times when people were singing music in the other days, it's a message. There's something they're trying to say, there's something they're trying to communicate to you. You know, but now it just feels like, whatever, okay, what is selling now? Oh, okay, it's about women's body. Record, bring 50 girls. Okay, yeah, let's hop in the studio. 50 girls, I'll be, what's this thing? Weed. You know, bring weed, bring the women, bring the alcohol, we'll smoke with it. And that's the music video out there. There's no message. It's just, life, this, chop this, do this, take drugs.
It's just vague.
Vague, exactly. There's no lesson, there's no message. There's no deeper level to it. It's just, everything is just surface level. But oh well.
Well, I hope you youngsters who are getting into the entertainment industry or who wants to get into the entertainment industry is grinding really hard. You are putting in that work. Are upcoming artists, are they putting in the work? I know you have a whole bunch of people you talk to on your show every day. Have you seen any spectacular person that you say, okay, this person, give or take, the next 2 to 3 years you do well with this because you have content, you've got style, you've got the swag, you've got the energy, you've got the resilience and zeal to proceed, and you do very
speaking
well.
in general, or just I was niching it down to music, or just content in general?
Music, content, because putting out positive content. Now, take for instance, if there's something I learned from what you said earlier on when we were starting off this conversation was, you picked what was interesting to you in that music video because of your interest. Now, the music video and the cars that were used were the content of that song. Now, DeeOne is pointing out the lyrics of the song, yeah, and how it affects the people, or how it affected the people. But to you now, this was, you didn't even pay attention to the lyrics of the song. You
Just
paid
turn it down
attention
most
to
times and just-
the cars because they were intriguing. And now, so it is also for content. People put out content, and every other person with different, everybody has a different explanation or expressions to those contents people put out. So yeah, I'm narrowing it down to music, content, and all that. So yeah.
I see. Part of the problem are the listeners. We as listeners, we are part of the problem, because if an artist puts out something that's deep and like lyrical, and they took their time, and they see that compared to other artists that release shallow music and vague, essentially music with no deeper meaning, there's no storytelling, there's nothing, it's just lyrics, just mumbled lyrics, exactly, mumble jumble lyrics
beats.
and sweet beats, and that's what everybody's tuning into. It gets to the point where you're like, want me to, I want to sell now, so I will have to adapt my approach to, follow what is selling. So I genuinely believe there are good artists out there. I feel even a lot of the artists that put out music the way they put it out today, they have deeper, but they've come to understand that people wouldn't really take the time. This kind of music you play, some guys are like, guys, see what you are playing, see what you are listening to now. Like, personally, my choice in music, one of my friends, I was like, guys, see what you are playing, this barrier, this. If you listen to the song, there's a message, there's a deeper, you connect with it on a deeper level. But a lot of people don't give it that benefit of that. It's like, guys, leave it now. Can you play that one in club? Can you?
Well, I believe everybody have their target audience, and everybody have the people who are called for their kind of, their style of music or content. So my advice would be stay true to yourself. Yes, because those who you are meant for would find you. I mean, see the likes of Johnny Drill, see the likes of Bez, see the likes of Rikasani, see the likes of Two-Face. These are guys who, I believe, they do a whole lot of stuff, and they do beautiful stuff. Omale is another very deep thinker. His songs, some people say it sounds depressing, but he has a whole lot of message and relatability. As a young person, if you listen to that guy's song and it doesn't get you thinking, then you're just living. Probably you're not thinking. Do you get? So there are a whole lot of young stars that are putting out great stuff out there. So you keep doing you, and make sure anything you're putting out, whatever it is that you're putting out, is rich, because at the end of the day, it will reach the necessary people that you are supposed to reach. Then the bags will come. Don't just hastily jump on the bandwagon.
That's what separates good artists from great artists. Because songs that trend, they are flashy, they are in your face now. 10, 15 years from now, they become irrelevant.
True.
But the ones that release classics, there are songs that go back to the 50s and 60s, and when they come out today, it's like, wow, this is some fresh sound. This belongs here. This belongs in the now. But there are songs that when you focus on just moving with trends and just pushing things out there and just quantity over quality. At the point, people just move past it.
True.
It doesn't move with the time.